This lesson is 13.3. All we're doing is finding the area of combined rectangles. So we're just going to draw lines and boxes for the separate rectangles or squares. So we're just going to use different colors to draw the different boxes or the different rectangles. So you'll see in number 1 that they drew a line here. So the separate rectangle is A, and then for a different, you can do a different color for B. You're just going to find the separate areas for the separate rectangles, and then you're going to add them together. So in number 2, you can do it either this way. Let me change colors. You can do it this way and find the area for this one, or you could draw a line this way, but we're just going to do 2. So let's find the area for, we'll call this A and this B. I do want you to write the separate numbers in there so you can keep it straight. Okay, so what's the area for A? We need to find the base. What is the base for rectangle A? Everyone think about it and say 9. 9 feet. So we're going to do 9 feet, and for the area, the formula for area is A equals B times H, right? So we found our base. What's our height for rectangle A?
5 feet.
Everybody, would you agree it's 5 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so 9 times 5 feet. What is 9 times 5?
45.
45. So, oh, my marker doesn't want to write. 45 feet. And we're going to add that to rectangle B, which I will do in blue. Okay, so B is blue. That makes sense. Okay, so here I'm going to have B. What is my base for rectangle B? Think it and say.
14.
What is the base for rectangle B? 14. Perfect. 14 feet. And what is my height for rectangle B?
7.
It's 7. Notice it's not 12. That would be for both of them together. So now I'm going to multiply those together. 7 times 4 is 28. Then I'm going to go 7 times 1 is 7, plus 2 is what? 9. Now I can add those together. I had 45 from rectangle B, and I'm going to add that to 98. So 8 plus 5 is what?
13.
13. Perfect. And 9 plus 4 plus 1 is what? 14. So my answer is 143 square feet. You guys can write it smaller and write it in that area, but I can't with my marker. So you'll just have to make sure you write it small, okay? So your answer is 143 square feet. Square feet. Okay, let's look at number 6. That's kind of crazy looking. All right, so number 6, first I'm going to do what? What is my very first step?
Make a rectangle.
Make
2
2 rectangles. In this case, yeah, 2. So I'm going to just do that. This will be my rectangle, and this will be my rectangle over here. I'm going to change this color to red. So I'm going to do this red one, and I'm going to do blue. Does it matter what I do? I have to do it that way? No, I could just cut it that way too if I wanted. Okay, so very first I'm going to find my blue. Okay, I'm going to call this A, and I'm going to call my red B. So over here, you might need to use extra scratch paper. Okay, so A, what's my base for rectangle A?
6 yards.
6. It's not 20. That would be the base for the whole thing. So you're right, it's 6 yards. And what is my height for rectangle A? Think it and say. 9 yards. Okay, so formula for area is base times the height. So 6 times 9 is what?
54.
54. Perfect. Now I'm going to do rectangle B. I'm going to do this in yellow so that you can see it better. Okay, so there is B. What is my base? Now I have to do just a little bit of math here. What is my base for B?
14.
It's 14 because 20 minus this base is 14. So 14 yards. And what is my height?
1.
1 yard. Perfect. Okay, that's easy peasy. That's why I chose that. So 14 times 1 is what? 14. And then to find the combined area, I'm just going to add them. So 54 plus 14 is 4 plus 4 is 8. 5 plus 1 is 6. So 68 square yards. Now I say square because inside of this area, these are square units. And I'm multiplying them. Okay, let's look at number 7. Actually, you can't see it on mine because it's below. So let's just talk about it. So you're going to use this diagram, this picture for 7 and 8. Nadia makes the diagram below to represent the counter space she wants to build in her craft room. So down below they have scrapbooking is separate, painting has its own separate square, and then it looks like this would be for shelves over here. So number 7 says, what is the area of the space that Nadia has shown for scrapbooking? So what is the base for the scrapbooking? Everyone think it and say.
13 feet.
13 feet. Okay, so this is for the scrapbooking. What is the height for the scrapbooking? Think it. Think it and say. Oh, we have to kind of look at this, huh?
4 feet. No.
Okay, so if you took, okay, let's look at that painting area. It's a what shape?
Square.
It's a square. And do we know one side of the square? It's what? 5. And a square has equal sides. So what is this side right here? It's also 5 feet, right? So we have 9, it's 9 for the scrapbooking and for the painting. Okay, but we have to take 5 feet away because that's just for painting, right? So what's 9 minus 5? 4. Okay, so the height for the scrapbooking section is just 4. So 13 times 4. First go up. 3 times 4 is 12. Let's put the one up there. Then go over. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 1 is 5. So 52 square feet. Perfect. Okay, just do the same thing. You do have to do a little bit of math to figure out the heights, but all of the information is there. You just have to look for it. You're going to do great.